And the needs analysis is a series of questions, specifically about 27 questions, that we're going to turn into a conversation that's going to turn into about 75 questions to 100, depending on what their answers are. So it's not an interrogation going through these questions and you're done in 10 minutes. It's a conversation that we want to have. It's really an experience that they have to have that not only opens them up to the reality of here's where my business is at, but here's where I want to take my business and here's the gap. And more importantly, what's on the other side of the gap is my big why, my vision, my dream, what's possible, my potential, and they like the way that looks. Most agents are in the trenches, as we know, selling day to day, and they're not thinking about the future. They're thinking about the now. Where's my next commission check? And our job is to help them think big and help them to see what's possible for them, and the fact that as well as they may be doing, there's still more. They're not reaching their potential, because again, most agents will say they haven't reached their potential if you ask them the question and they think about it long enough. And now there's an opportunity to bridge that gap. So we take them through that process in the needs analysis and a few other areas about their business, and we set them up to have a need to be presented to. What's the need? The need is I need to bridge the gap, because you just helped me recognize that I'm at 3 million and I want to go to 6 million. And when I get to 6 million, that extra 3 million or $90,000 in commissions is going to put my kids in private school and I'm going to pay off my debt. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm committed to that. And you help me through that and become focused on that's what I want. And then we take that away from them by taking it back to the reality that they're tracking for 3 million, not 6 million, and now they want to know how to get to 6. So it's the setup from second base, from first base to second base with a needs analysis that then positions us to present the solutions that they're already going to be pre-sold and buy into because they have no options. So some of the key questions would be questions like, have you reached your potential? What's your vision for your business? What's that next level of success for you? Would you describe your business as growing or declining or flat? What's your goal for this year? Are you on track for your goal? When you reach your potential, you reach that goal, how is your life going to be different? That's the why question. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to accomplishing that goal, to reaching that potential, getting them to commit to a number? Scale of 1 to 10, I'm committed to 10. Great, so failure's not an option. No, it's not. So we're getting them to buy into that. And then how do you see that happening? How do you see yourself going from 3 to 6 million? And taking them through whatever answers they have and flushing those out and creating doubt around those answers so they recognize that those aren't the solutions. Otherwise, they'd be, again, tracking for 6 million, not 3. And now there's a need. Now they've recognized there's a place they're at, a place they want to go, and a big why of why they want to get there, and they don't have solutions on how to get there. And then what is your biggest challenge? And how's your broker helping you with those challenges? So when we ask that question in the needs analysis, we already know the answer, like we do to most of these questions before we even ask them. Because if they had challenges, we already know they don't have solutions, otherwise they wouldn't have challenges. So when I ask, what's your biggest challenge? They tell me what it is, and I say, how's your current broker helping with those challenges? I already know there's not going to be solutions that are effective and have been working. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought up the challenge in the first place. So the needs analysis, again, is, in my opinion, and MAP's and all of us as coaches' opinion, one of the most critical components of the recruiting presentation, if not the most critical. So it's worth investing the time up front, is what we say. Invest that time up front in the needs analysis, which will take you 60 to 90 minutes, really taking somebody deep with those questions, which is why it turns into 75 to 100 questions, because that will accelerate the recruiting process on the back end by investing the time up front to get them to realize that they want more out of their business.